What a wonderful video. This is so cool. It's so cinematic. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Video Village and welcome in case you're new here. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Florence and the Machine and her Everybody Scream video. I'm kind of excited. I haven't seen anything by Florence and the Machine in a very long time, but it was suggested that I take a look at this on Discord. Quite intrigued to check it out. In the meantime, in case you are new here, my name is Manon. I'm a filmmaker. I am mostly working in the horror and sci-fi genre, as well as documentary actually as well. On the channel here, I take a look at music videos because I absolutely adore music videos, and I try to sort of share what goes on behind the scenes based on what I see here to create the beautiful videos that we all know and love. And with that, I kind of hope to increase your appreciation of everything that these artists put into these videos and their music to create this beautiful package. So you can also find me on Patreon, where you can see some of my own work as well as read my short stories, or you can buy me a coffee on Ko-fi in case Patreon is not for you. I really appreciate all of your support. So without further ado though, let's take a look at Everybody Scream. Oh, wow.
Get on the stage and I call her by her first name. Try to stay away, but I always meet her back at this place. She gives me everything, I feel no pain. I break down, get up and do it all again, because it's never enough. And she makes me feel loved. I can come here and scream as loud as I will. Everybody dance! Everybody sing! Everybody move! Everybody scream! Here I don't have to be quiet. Here I don't have to be kind, extraordinary and normal all at the same time. But look at me run myself ragged, blood on the stage. But how can I leave you when you're screaming my name? Screaming my name. I will come for you in the evening, ragged and reeling, shaking my gold like a tambourine. A bouquet of brambles, all twisted and tangled. I'll make you sing for me, I'll make you scream. Everybody dance! Everybody sing! Everybody move! Everybody scream! Here I can take up the whole of the sky, unfurling, becoming my full size. And look at me burst through the ceiling. Aren't you so glad you came? Breathless and begging and screaming my name. Screaming my name.
What a wonderful video. This is so cool. It's so cinematic. Absolutely adore that. So we're just over halfway through, and this feels like a very natural moment to pause it and kind of reflect on what we've seen so far. We open on this shot of Florence walking on this beautiful green field, and immediately the tone is set because that red pops so much, and that's what she wears throughout the video, at least from what we've seen so far. But it's stunning. Really, really love the contrast between the green and the red here. And then we go to this shot, a beautiful drone shot here, where obviously Florence again stands out so much. It's like they really amped up the saturation of the red here specifically to make sure that we immediately see her, and she just pops off the screen, even though she's just like tiny here on like a tiny dot on this field here. Also, I don't know if they had like a smoke machine going here or what was going on there, but we also see a little bit of like cloud coverage here, which I think is some VFX. And then she keeps walking through this field, and here too, I don't know if it was actually misty on the day of, or if they had that smoke machine going that we saw in the drone shot. Maybe that was where they, sort of hit it. Either way, really, really beautiful. Absolutely love this. And then we also already see a little bit of foreshadowing just a couple seconds before that to that room where they'll all be later on. Really great. Oh, and then this shot here. What a beautiful shot. So just absolutely stunning. So we're either on a dolly or this is a drone that's following the horse. And it has such a sort of surrealist quality with the rider being on the horse backwards. It's very, very, very interesting. Just like kind of takes you aback a little bit where it's like, something isn't quite right here. Absolutely adore that. Also love this mask that the horse is wearing, and it's just like, what a perfect image. It has a little bit of like a vaguely Spanish vibe to it. I guess maybe it's because of the hat and the coat as well. As like, I'm getting a little Zorro. And then we actually see the guy on his horse riding wrong way around, sitting wrong way around on the horse. And it's, what a great shot. Absolutely love this. Just really, really excellent, very inspired. Then it's revealed that all these dancers are surrounding Florence, and I think this is just so cool. Absolutely love her smirk here too. It's just, what a quirky thing here to also have them, like, it is giving me a little bit Halloween-y vibes as well, which is good considering the time of the year right now. So I love that. And I love, again, how rich this looks. Like, look at that red. Obviously, like, it really also looks beautiful with her hair, which always pops. And I just wanted to say is that the contrast here are so beautiful. Look at how black their black costumes are. Like, this is almost looks like a halo of nothingness around her head. It's so cool. Really, really loving the color grading here. It's just beautiful, and I'll point it out again later as well, because in that room where they're all dancing, it really stands out. All of a sudden I'm reminded of what this is reminding me of, which is the movie The Fall. If you have not seen The Fall, it's a beautiful surrealist film by Tarsem Singh, and it's just really stunning. And I feel like the composition here is so stunning. They placed the horse right here between these bushes so that it really stands out. It's placed exactly in the middle of the frame. And then we have this little sort of almost Wizard of Oz style little crew walking up to the horse. And it's so great. And they're dancing, and I love this. That is so cool. And she stands out so much with her red. Just stunning. I love this shot. What a great shot. Great composition. So here we basically see him lighting this, or blowing it out. Yeah, he's blowing it out. I thought he was lighting a cigarette, but he isn't. But then we sort of transition to a lot of really interesting close-ups here. So we kind of go from close-up to close-up to close-up, and the dancers appear with sort of like the same dance as we saw them before. Also, it just started raining. I'm recording this as Storm Benjamin is still kind of like leaving the Netherlands. So in case you hear some weird stuff, I'm on a sailboat, so we hear and feel everything just a little bit more. So anyway, to get back into it, I love when they arrive and they are just still dancing. And again, like all of the colors here and like the contrast, it just looks so rich. Love her here. Some beautiful bokeh, so they're also playing with really beautiful depth of field. So Florence just pops in all of these shots. It's just beautiful. Look at that. So this space is also just stunning. I love the dress setting here, the set dressing here with the candles, and they made this little stage here. We have the tables that they're all using to dance on. Really beautiful light coming from the outside. I don't know if that's artificial lighting or not, but it's really beautiful because it's really pale, sort of cool light coming from the outside, and then we have these warmer lights coming from the candles and whatever lights it is that they put in the background here as well. So I think there must be some tube lights here on the floor. She pops so much here, even compared to these lanterns here in the back. So I think they definitely must have amped up some of that red saturation or vibrance here on Florence specifically. But everything just looks really rich, really beautiful and rich. I love this moment, by the way, with them sort of bent over backwards, and it just looks kind of creepy, a little bit Exorcist-like, but it's a great dance. Absolutely love that. Also love this moment here where she has the flower in her mouth and then just kind of like drops them on the guy that's, oh, we don't see it quite yet here, but she drops the flowers on the guy's face. Like she just pours flowers all over this guy's face. What a great shot. Absolutely love this. It's like she's puking flowers over his face. That is just great.
I'll make you sing for me. I'll make you scream. Everybody dance! Everybody sing! Everybody move! Everybody scream! Here I can take up the whole of the sky. I'm furling, becoming my full size. And look at me burst through the ceiling. Aren't you so glad you came? Breathless and begging and screaming my name.
It's funny, I was just watching a part again, and it's interesting to see how she is kind of like enthralling these men, and I don't know if she's quite killing them, but it has a very witchy vibe where she's pulling them to her, and then it feels like she's tricking them, and then do they die? I don't know. It feels like it symbolizes that they die and she wins, you know? Such an interesting way of showing that. It's really fun. And the composition and the way that this is shot is, I absolutely love the style here that they went for. It's really beautiful, and I love the editing as well. It's really fun, and it goes well with the music. Okay, so let's continue playing. We're just headed back outside, so let's go. Oh, that was it? The witches, yeah. Man, I'm so bummed that was it. I thought that we were gonna get like a lot more, but must be very long. Yeah, okay, that's like proper long credits. We'll go through some of those, but this was a big production. And you can tell, like, this looks very professional, very cinematic, as I said. And I'm so glad I caught on to them being witches because, yeah, they're credited as witches. So that was really fun. Let's take a look at this final scene because we go outside and there's still some really beautiful stuff here. I mean, it wasn't very long, But we're still there, so let's take a look at some of this. So she talks about, you know, needing protection from the magic and the needles and all of the things, and here come the rest of the witches. I don't know if Florence herself is supposed to be a witch as well. I suppose so. But it does have like a little bit of a coven vibe where now the rest of the coven has to sort of like contain her. But yeah, it's so beautiful. Like I love, you see it quite a bit where they're working with hair lights and the hair is just beautifully lit and it really pops. And just again, like we have some beautiful bokeh here. Just a stunning look. And then it ends with her sort of leaning back into the little coven and them catching her essentially, which I think is so beautiful. But what a location this is as well. I wonder where this was shot. I noticed that it's presented by Anonymous Content, which is a pretty big Hollywood-based management and production company. Maybe that is where Florence is repped. I don't know if might be. That would surprise me. I didn't know that they also repped musicians. So could be. I don't know. You tell me. Could be that Autumn is represented there. I don't know. So very cool video. Well done, Autumn. It's really, really beautiful. So let's see some of this great work, great costumes, really great production design. So Kave here is essentially, you know, the person responsible for all of the set designs, and so that beautiful old room, for example, is designed by them, as well as, you know, that final setting with the stage in the woods. Just really great work. Hairstyling, makeup, all looking really great. I love the way also that these guys were dressed, not the witches, but the all of the dudes that she was like casting a spell on, because they were all like wearing these sort of old style costumes. Like they looked a little bit like old time paintings. I really like that. All right, so these were all the witches. I suppose that this is all of the people that were all of the background actors, because there were a lot of people, as you can tell. I was surprised at how many people they managed to get into that room, into that space. So yeah, so I do really like it when they put the credits into these videos, but this is maybe a little much where it's almost 2 minutes of credits. But it just goes to show how many people are involved in making these videos. It's so much work. You know, yeah, just the equine unit, there's all of the horse stuff. It's incredible how much work just goes into working with a horse. Really, really great. Absolutely love that. And it just looks so good. And then they did have a sound recordist there. I don't know if they actually used any on-set sound, but maybe. I don't think I heard any, but I could be wrong. So just absolutely crazy how many people are involved. Productions can get out of hand so quick. Locations. There we go. We always love to see where it was filmed. So it was actually filmed in the UK, Castle Car and Wythenshawe Hall. Really beautiful locations. Absolutely love that. This was a really, really great video. Great work on the editing. Loved the color grading especially as well. So that was, yeah, color grading done by this company. So I'm guessing that basically, considering this was made in the UK with, you know, anonymous content, that this will be a lot of people that normally work on actual cinema film and TV shows probably. So let me also find out who Autumn is and what else she's done. Oh, that's great. So she actually did the period film Emma, and she's done a lot of videos for Florence and the Machine basically since 2022. That is so cool. I love that she is doing all of these videos for Florence. So she did her first with Florence in 2018, and she has done 5 or 6 that I can see here since then. So that's incredible. I love that. That's such a cool collaboration. It's a beautiful video. Wow. I love long-term collaborations like that, because the artists and the directors, like they start to get their own cinematic language in a way. You could just tell that it felt very, very Florence. So even though I haven't seen much of her work in recent years, like even from back in the day, like when she first started working, this sounds and looks very much like what her vision is. So if you are working with a video director who can sort of get to the essence of that, and also like at some point you have sort of that you've worked together so much that you have such an easy language between the two of you, where you don't have to think or worry too much about, you don't have to get too much into specifics, because you just know that the other person just absolutely understands where you're coming from and they understand your vision. It makes things a lot easier. And that's why you see that a lot of people, once they find someone that they enjoy working with, that they tend to kind of stick together and keep working together, because it makes things so much easier. So anyway, really, really beautiful video. Thank you for the recommendation, Tarkus. If you want to recommend videos for me to watch too, you can join us on Discord, which is where we chat about movies and music videos, of course, as well as games. So it's free to join. Go check it out. You can find it in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Please like the video, give it a thumbs up so we can reach more people. You can find me on Patreon, and you can find some of my work there. Or you can buy me a coffee on Kave if you enjoyed this video. I appreciate it, and I hope you take good care, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.